Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome in to today's Cowboys DLLS podcast. As the Cowboys are getting ready to whoop the Houston Texans for the right to run this state. They're making the right decisions at running back. Micah Parsons is going radio silent. We got so many things to do today, and it starts. Meow. Welcome in, everybody, and shout out to those of you that are here with us every day. We see you, Jeremy, Chris, Michael.
Mama named Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
Sin City Cowboy, the people who are here every day. Please hit the like and subscribe as you arrive. We sure would appreciate it. We got a game Monday night, but today is our Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because it is our stats and predictions, our picks and predictions. We have all of the things for you, plus a special guest from our partners at WFAA. We'll have Michelle Montaine on in a little bit. But we got a lot of stuff we got to get to. So let's get this knocked out. My name is Jeff. His name is Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Do more, talk less.
Ooh, that's going to be tough for the man next to Jesse Holly. The greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Clarence Hill.
If you want to win, put pop. Shout out to my brothers of Omega Psi Phi's Founders Week. This is the last day before Founders Day. On Sunday, friendship is essential to the soul.
Yep.
Aww.
And Clarence celebrated that last night.
Don't.
Next to Clarence, the greatest analyst in the history of the Cowboys, Two Eyes Aisha Morrison. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got that Bane jacket on. I remember Bane had that jacket. Look like that Bane jacket.
Yeah, it's a little chilly to me.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
That's my favorite Batman.
The opening scene.
By the time I saw the sun.
Yes, and somebody in the chat mentioned Jerry Jones is doing his hit on 105 through the fan today, and I guess they asked him about Jason Witten. And Jerry,
Jason Witten been the head coach?
Yeah, Jerry.
Oh my God.
Do you think Jason Witten could be a head coach in the NFL? And his answer was, without hesitation, absolutely yes. He's amazing. He's got stuff you can't teach. He's a lot like that guy in Detroit. So get ready for your next head coach at the Dallas Cowboys. Jason Witten.
Stop it.
Get ready.
Stop it, I said.
Why are you hating on Witt?
I'm not hating on Witt, but go through the process. That guy in Detroit.
They'll go through the process. They'll interview somebody.
That guy in Detroit paid his dues. That guy in Detroit was an NFL assistant.
Witt's a head coach right now.
Oh, stop it, man.
He's got head coach
that guy in Detroit wasn't too good to be an NFL assistant.
I didn't know you hated Witten. That's interesting.
I'm just telling the truth.
Kellen with no experience.
I didn't know you guys all hate. I didn't know you hate.
Witten had a chance to be an assistant here and turned it down because he didn't want to work under the tight ends coach.
Oh, tater tots.
Well, I wouldn't either.
Shout out to Wes Phillips.
Okay. Shout out to Wes. That would be a great story.
Wes Phillips. He is the OC in Minnesota. But do you want to come back? I was in the room. I know
we talked about this.
You think he has a blood feud with Jerry?
I'm just saying, I know that being a head coach is everyone's dream, but I was in the room and saw his face when Jerry stood in the front of the room and fired his dad in front of all of us.
Yeah.
And then we all looked over at him and he's like fighting.
He told us
like,
But you know what? It's only 32 of these, right?
Yeah.
And you know how hard it was and how long it took for his dad to get a head coaching job?
Blood's thicker than water, though.
But you think Westfield's going to turn down an opportunity to get a head coach, knowing how long and how hard it was for his dad to even get a look?
At the place where you feel like my dad was maybe done a little bit wrong.
They grew up in Texas, the Cowboys. The same reason dad said, my boots are back in Texas. You remember that press conference?
Nope.
When he came in, my boots are, the first opening press conference, Surprise!
And that's probably why it took Wade a long time to get a head coaching job, because there's 20 teams that aren't going to hire the guy that's just like, oh, shucks.
Right. My boots are back in Texas. That was his opening press conference. And again, Wade, great story. I mean, I remember tight ends coach coming in and certainly getting here because of his dad. And now he's touched the hem on the garment of anybody, the McVay tree. He ain't calling plays. But none of those guys, too, either on McVay. But he knows the offense. Bring it here.
All right, so where I want to start today, I don't think I've ever seen anything like the Cowboys injury report from yesterday.
Yo.
The Cowboys injury report from yesterday has 18 people on it. And part of me wants to say, hey, Clarence, are they about to tank with 8 weeks left?
No.
Why is Dak on there? Just put him on injury reserve. Why is he on injury report? He ain't coming back. He ain't playing. We already know that, right?
Oh, he is on there. Hamstring. DNP. He did not participate. He didn't practice.
Man just had surgery. Why is Dak on injury report?
But Jordan Lewis didn't practice. Jake Ferguson didn't practice. Kalen Carson, Zach Martin. Like, they got everybody on this bad boy. We're broken.
I mean, in fairness,
Tell Ben we're going to fight.
Houston had quite a few people on their injury report yesterday as well. There were some guys that stood out. Will Anderson is dealing with an ankle. He did not practice yesterday. Also, too, you got Kamari
Lassiter.
I can't say it.
You're on it. Lassiter. You're on it.
Lassiter.
With the concussion that he sustained last week, he did not practice. So there's a couple guys. Derek Stingley, their corner, is dealing with a hip. He didn't practice. So they had 13 guys on theirs too. So it's that time of year.
Exactly. I was going to say that time of year. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's that time of year, November, December football. Everybody's dealing with something. You know, Jesse.
No, I started to text Britt Brown, who's the rehabilitation head over at the Cowboys. And I had 3 memes that I had. I had the Ben Affleck, like he was standing there smoking that cigarette.
Yeah.
Then I had the Jimmy Butler in the bubble, leaning over on the lunch caller. And then I had the Popeyes lady when that chicken sandwich was out there.
When
she was tied, I said this has to be greatest. Jim Mauer, Britt Brown, and Greg Gaither. Because when 18 guys on that injury reserve, like they're working, and they don't get any days off. They work 7 days a week.
Right.
So having all those guys injured, that's definitely a task.
Is Britt a nice guy? He strikes me as as he could be mean to you.
No.
He might be mean to you.
No.
What? No.
Asshole.
He's a nice guy.
You can't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh my God.
He's a when you have to do what he has to do, you can't. You gotta have.
There is a.
I'm sorry.
Britt's awesome.
Yeah.
But you have to get through
that
threshold. You got to get through a threshold.
The part Clarence said?
Yeah. You got to get through a threshold. And once you pass that threshold, Britt's he's a phenomenal dude. Like, you can call Britt and ask him for anything, and he'll be right there for you. Now,
he don't like Clarence.
No. He don't like.
You're trying to break stories.
It ain't just me. First of all, he don't like players.
Don't do that.
No. That's wrong.
There are players he don't like. There are players he don't like.
Yeah.
I've been there a long time. I've been dealing with Britt a long time. He's a 12-letter cuss word, and it's a good thing. It's for a rehab guy. He needs to be. It's like your trainer. You don't want your trainer to be nice.
I can't, because Britt's a friend of mine, and I can't let you just put out there that he's an a-hole. Like Britt
He's an MFer.
Britt's been here.
His job is to be an a-hole. His job is
to be an a-hole. His job is to put people back together and get them back on the field.
Yes, people who don't want to work all the time.
Well, then, he's going to have an issue with you.
Yes,
people who don't want to work, he's going to. If you don't want to work,
now he's an a-hole.
Now you got a problem.
And even the people that do want to work, he's going to push you to the next level. He's trying to get you back. He's trying to push you above your limit. He can be all of that.
All I'm going to say is
he's been all that for everybody. In the media, he's cussed people out. I mean, he's
as someone who has come in and been on the
other
side of the a-hole, had to have Britt put me back together and rehab me back to health. And once he saw that I was committed to doing what I had to do and he saw what Britt doesn't like, and I know we're going off on a tangent.
Half-ass slap D's.
That's right there. That will get you on his bad side.
Yeah.
That will get you on his bad
And
side.
I can already tell you which players he doesn't like, but I'm not going to say
so
it.
when he says he doesn't like players, it's the players that are supposed to be doing things to get themselves ready to get back on the field, or they'll go, oh yeah, my ankle hurts, and he'll go, your ankle hurts. Funny, you haven't been in all week long for treatment. Haven't seen you all week, but you want to get out here on this day and tell me your ankle hurt. Where were you at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
And he don't care who you are.
He does not care.
He don't care who you are. He's going to say his piece and let you know how he feels about you. And again, I say the 12-letter cuss word with all great respect because he is one of the best rehab specialists in the league. There's no question about that. But his job is to be a 12-letter cuss word. That's his job, and he embraces it.
He's a good man.
He embraces it.
It's the first time that I ever felt his presence. It felt like he felt drill sergeant-ish, which is normal. They tear you down to build you up. They instill things in you that you need, and they make sure you're ready. So it's just
his famous line is, "I'll be here longer than you."
Yeah,
and he's right.
Has Brad Sham ever told you his story about that?
No.
Rookie Jason Witten on the plane, he said something to Brad, or Brad said something to him, and Brad Sham said his answer to rookie Jason Witten was, I was here before you got here, and I'll be here when you're gone. I don't care about you.
How long I've been here?
There's a very important question in the chat from Stephen Irvin.
I come with the furniture.
Uh-oh.
Is Chill raw dogging under that hoodie?
Oh my God! Why would you ask that question today?
Are you raw dogging under the hoodie?
Why would you ask that question today?
Are you raw dogging under the hoodie?
He's having a day.
Yes!
Oh, Clarence!
Yes!
Bro,
why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Why do you raw dog under your hoodies and
because you don't have to put it on. I don't have to have that. I don't have to have that. Whatever you had on yesterday when you had your little chest out.
It was an A shirt.
My A shirt.
Your chest out.
Definitely called an A shirt.
The
Call it an A shirt on this show.
disappointment that just goes
Because
I just
you had your little chest out.
Because a hoodie doesn't necessarily fit around the waist. You don't feel that drift.
There's no drift.
There's 100%.
There's no drift.
No, I believe there's not a drift.
There's not a drift.
He's used to
unless you
it.
tucking it in.
I'm not tucking nothing in.
So there's a drift.
Come on.
Man, stop it.
Somebody said I knew it.
Yes, he knew. He knew today. He knew today.
He knew it.
Steve.
Clarence has been on a good run of wearing shirts under his hoodies.
Listen, you guys, just like you can't be peer pressured into eating tacos, you can't peer pressure me into changing how I
Yeah, we
dress.
shamed you when you put on a shirt.
No, I didn't. I put on a shirt because I wanted to put on a shirt. Had nothing to do with you guys, okay?
Jesse?
This is, can we,
We can't
Let's
shame
go.
eating tacos.
Jesse,
let's go.
you're not raw dogging under that hoodie.
You guys know I'm not raw dogging. Not only am I not raw dogging, I got 2 shirts on.
Damn.
I have the original.
You sweating
I got
like a
the
pressed
A
ham.
shirt.
I got the A shirt. A shirt. And then,
You got another shirt?
yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, no, Tartarios.
Let's go Heels.
You got to be cooking.
He's cooking.
You know what I'm saying?
He's cooking like
Yeah.
a baked ham
No,
over
I'm
here.
not.
He's like a
I'm
baked ham
prepared
over
for
here.
the drift.
But he's cooking onto a T-shirt the way you're supposed to. You're cooking all up in that.
I got a washing machine.
What does that mean?
That's nasty.
I
nasty.
can wash my shirt.
But it don't stop you
I
from
can
sweating
wash.
today.
I'm not sweating.
Clarence, you're nasty. That's gross.
You got to stop.
Somebody
that raw
liked
dogging,
it.
man.
That's
Don't
nasty.
let-
Somebody likes it.
Let's go.
You got to stop.
Somebody
that
likes
raw
it.
dogging,
Who in the
man.
chat
Let's
likes
go.
it? I need to know. Give us a divorced, empty nesting, smoking hot lady in her 40s who likes this in the chat. We're looking for you. Yeah, I'd love to come on down
Yeah,
a little bit.
that's good.
Come on.
Yeah, 40 up. 40 and up.
40 and up.
40 and up.
You go down to that 40, you're gonna need that Bluetooth prescription.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Clarence, go ahead and I would like it if you would pat yourself on your disgusting, sweaty, oven baking, raw dogging under the hoodie.
That's what I do.
Because I've seen a lot of stories about the Cowboys running back situation. It seems like they all had to credit Clarence Hill for something. You have a scoop. You had a scoop.
You know, I was trying to tell you yesterday. I actually had it on Wednesday in my little nuggets. I did a little thing with out there on Wednesday, little nuggets. Talked to Mingo. Mingo said, I'm playing.
That's a scoop.
Mike McCarthy, yeah, Mingo's ready to go. He's playing. Talk to, you like talk to my boy Cook. Cook ain't been in the locker room. I usually be talking to Cook.
Brandon Cooks? Because you started out him?
I talked to
Dalvin
Dalvin Cook.
He ain't coming around no more because he's done.
He ain't in the locker room right now. He's talking to my boy Dalvin Cook tested water. So I went over to
shut him down.
Talk to Rico. We were just talking about his game and what's going on. And Rico told me he was the number one back, primary back. He sat on the field, and he decides when he goes off the field. I kind of talked a little bit about that yesterday when I came on the air. And then Mike McCarthy confirmed he's our lead back. We need to get him the ball.
That's all I wanted like 2 months ago when it was like, hey, what they need to do is let Rico play until he goes like this. And then when he's ready to go back in, he goes back in. So good. We're finally, while we're tanking, way later, we're going to run Rico into the ground. So he'll be gone after this year. Coming up next, because we have a guest in our third segment, Cowboys win because, Cowboys lose because. I want it from you in the chat. Is there a reason the Cowboys win this game? Hit me. I believe it's possible, right? Maybe? Huh? Cowboys win because? Can you, please? It's next.
And if you're looking for fantastic gear to wear, the most moist...
The moist?
Wicking.
Oh, the moisture wicking.
The moisture wicking. Yeah. The polo that doesn't stick to you, even if you're raw dogging it.
Yeah, he does not have moisture wicking.
You don't have moisture wicking, so it will definitely stick to you. There's an everyday shirt that's also perfect for the combo for the day on the move. They look clean, but use the comfort of elastic waistband. I have a place for you. Rollback. Best looking, best fitting performance polos. Collars that never lose their shape. They have it all. Solid, classic strip, front prints. They got performance hoodies. You need a couple of those.
Yeah, you need
a couple of those.
Need a couple of them hoodies.
Use the promo code DLLS Cowboys 20. DLLS Cowboys 20 to head over Rollback to get the best and the finest of the most wicking clothes that you can find.
That's right. Also, let's talk about our guys at Constant Contact. Let's talk about goals for a second. How you tracking with the ones you set for your business earlier this year? Are you close? If not, do you know why you haven't hit them yet? Our friends at Constant Contact can help you. You've got year-end goals. They have what it takes to help you meet them, and faster. No matter how experienced you are with digital marketing, our buddies at Constant Contact have the tools to make your marketing run smoother, sell more, raise more, and build more genuine relationships with your audience. With Constant Contact's suite of digital marketing tools, all made to fast-track your success. You no longer need to struggle with expensive, slow, and unmeasurable approaches to marketing your business. Tap email marketing that helps you create and send the perfect email to every customer. Own the smartphone by adding texting to your marketing strategy. Time to put the go in your 2024 business goals with email, social, SMS, and customized marketing campaigns built for you in just a few clicks. Ready, set, go to ConstantContact.com/allcity, and you can start a free trial today. ConstantContact.com/allcity. Are you guys ready? We're going to win this game.
Are we?
We're going to win this game.
We,
the state of Texas. The state of Texas is going to pull out a
got
dub
a mouse in your pocket?
in this one. We are going to win this game. It's time for a rousing game.
We.
Cowboys win because Cowboys. You got a little Tourette over there? You just got one Tourette
You
going
keep
on?
saying we. I'm like, who is we?
Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because Jesse Holly.
Cowboys, can we start with the lose first?
I mean, if you want to, Joe Mixon
Mixon,
go for what did you get? 250,
50 yards and
3 touchdowns.
So I don't think Joe Mixon goes. I don't think
Joe Mixon goes for 150 and two touchdowns.
I think that's definitely possible.
Yeah,
but the Cowboys win this game if you have a turnover-making worthy performance from the defense. I don't believe that there's anything that they can do offensively that will give them a chance to win this game. But when you look at what the Texans are on their offensive line, leaky bunch. They give up a lot of opportunities. I know that we've been getting on Micah for the things that he's been saying in the media, but Micah is that one player that by himself, he's able to create enough havoc. He's able to create turnover-worthy plays. He's the one guy that when you put him on an island one-on-one with people, unless it's Lane Johnson, he can get to the quarterback. And C.J. Stroud hasn't been playing his very best the last couple of weeks. He's another one of those young quarterbacks that can sometimes be a little bit loosey-goosey with the football. And if Micah, if Damarian Overshown, if Trayvon Diggs, if that group of guys who you need to step up, the money guys can step up, and create a couple of turnovers, the Houston Texans haven't been scoring a bunch of points. So if you can go and get yourself, maybe 10 points off of turnovers, a touchdown and a field goal, because if you created some turnovers, I think that puts the Cowboys in enough of a competitive atmosphere where things can kind of go their way. The football gods, football is a weird lady, can kind of shake a little shimmy towards the Cowboys, but it's going to have to come from the defensive side and maybe shades of what the defense was when Cooper Rush was winning games in 2022.
Whatever year it was. That one time.
100 years ago.
When the Cowboys was creating defensive turnovers and getting defensive touchdowns. I like to see the group all go down to the end zone together and do a little pose because they created a defensive touchdown.
Clarence Hill, Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because?
I'm going to piggyback on his.
Boy, you just love to copy Jesse.
No, I don't. I mean, I was thinking about it. I mean, you got to get.
They come to see you, Otis. Sorry,
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means?
Is that
I thought he was black. You told us he was black.
You did tell he was a
You
black.
told he was
black
black
man.
You told he was black.
If you don't know that reference, we're pulling your black card.
I am a black
it's
man.
Pulled.
I'm a black man.
You got a black shirt on.
I just don't know that quote. and I feel safer when I get pulled over. But outside of that.
Anyway, temptation.
That's sad. Sad.
Get to the quarterback. I mean, the Texas offensive line is horrible. And Micah and Demo get to the quarterback, create some turnovers. Obviously, you need those turnovers. I think that's the difference. Also, I would add special teams touchdown. It's time for Turpin.
Turpin time.
Turpin. You need, because we know they're not generating anything offensively, okay? Themselves. They need help.
He got his eyes fixed.
It helps. He can see. If
he got his eyes fixed.
He can see now, yeah.
He can see the right way to go.
Hell, if he could see right a couple of years ago in San Francisco, they may have won that game.
Didn't have his eyes fixed.
You didn't have to take a shot during Cowboys win because.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Anyway, time for Turpin to hit the end zone. I think if they're going to win, they need help on offense from the defense and from the special teams. Cowboys lose because
Joe Mixon goes for 150
yards and 2 touchdowns.
The funny thing is that's a narrative. Listen, it's funny to me. Damn it. It's funny to me, but it's funny to you and I. I'm ready for you because it's funny to me. It's funny to me.
Go ahead.
We've been pushing that Joe Mixon or that running back narrative. How about the turnover narrative? How about they turn the ball over 5 times again?
Yeah, that'd be bad.
2 games in a row.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not. You try to make it funny
Funny
because you
to
said
me.
it was funny.
Interesting to me. Curious to me. Whatever word you want to use.
You don't say funny to you. You say, it's funny.
But obviously it's funny to me. And the fact that we keep pushing because they give up so many rushing yards, they also turn the ball over like nobody's business.
Yeah.
They will continue. If they continue to turn the ball over like nobody's business, they're going to lose the game.
Jesse, do you think that if you call him out every time he starts a sentence with that crutch phrase, that you'll break him of it?
Can't break
Public
me.
shame him.
I don't know if you can
I'm
break
not
him.
Public shame him.
It's not a shame
Every single
issue.
time.
It's not a shame issue.
I'm a public shame him.
Funny to me.
Aisha, Cowboys win because, Cowboys lose because?
Cowboys.
That's right. You were muted yesterday, Pop. We didn't hear from you.
Ain't nobody asked you, Jeff.
Cowboys win because, to y'all's point, Zimmer finds some favorable matchups for Micah Parsons, also Odigizua, Carl Lawson, Chauncey Golston along this Texans offensive line that's struggling specifically on the interior. You can attack the right tackle as well. Cowboys lose because
Joe Mixon rushes for
150 yards.
She's
No.
going a different direction.
Yes. Cowboys lose because Nico Collins returns, and you see that 22% drop in C.J. Stroud's completion percentage go back up because Nico is such a threat with his deep play ability and his abilities, yards after catch ability. He really does shape their offense in a way. So, I think that's how they lose the game. Nico Collins says, remember me, Cowboys secondaries struggled periodically this last couple weeks, and I think that's how the game is lost.
Speaking of Nico, like PFF still has him ranked as like the #1 receiver like grade-wise in the
Yeah,
league.
your grade
He's-
can't go down if you don't play.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But you know, even when he was playing, he was averaging over 100 yards, like 117 yards a game, 100 something like that. He's like 17 yards per catch. He's the big play, big target. He stretched the field for them vertically.
Yes.
Like he gives them that. I think what we saw from C.J. Stroud early in the year and that offense, you were able to see Stephon Diggs, but Nico Collins was the reason, and that offense flowed.
Yeah.
And then not having him and then losing Stephon Diggs, they lead more on the running game. You saw the points go down. You saw now more pressure being put on C.J. Stroud to be, to overcome all of the losses and have a bad offensive line at times. So I think Nico coming back will definitely give this offense a spark.
And I'm interested in who they started left cornerback because Kalen Carson got benched. Last week.
It's important.
He also was on the injury report yesterday. He didn't practice. He was showed the illness.
Run Izzy out there. Let's have some fun.
Seatbelt.
Run Izzy
No
out there.
seatbelt.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I wanted to add on to what you were saying about Nico. Obviously, his injury has had a trickle-down effect. And so you've seen Tank Dell doing a lot of the things that Nico was doing. They've been using him as the speed option, vertical guy, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, he has not stepped up in fantasy without Nico. I'll tell you that.
Well, his money, that's my point. His money is made in the slot. And another guy that came up on the injury report, which I don't know if you got a chance to check into, was Jordan Lewis. So I think that's going to be an important matchup within this game if Tank Dell is going to be able to go back and maneuver the slot, which is where he makes a lot of his money.
Saw Jordan practice yesterday. He was working. He's running. He should be good to go. I mean,
That's good to know.
They're being cautious with him, but he should be good to go.
That's good to know because I'm telling you that Tank Dell's, we already know.
It would be really helpful if
How he
Jordan
gets down.
took a week to get right.
What is wrong?
Tanker.
I'm gonna step on your
Listen,
toes.
tanker.
Honestly,
I
Tanker.
think Jordan Lewis is one of the most likable guys on the team.
He's a great
and
guy.
I hate to see him in pain.
He's
I would like for him
He's a great
to
guy.
feel his
He's not a
best.
12-letter cuss word.
I'd like him to feel his best.
He's a great guy.
Cowboys lose because Joe Mixon goes for 150 yards and two touchdowns.
Yes.
Cowboys win because Brandon Aubrey kicks 4 field goals from
Wow.
55 yards or further.
Wow.
that's 12 points.
And that allows you, he also kicks some from closer. So that'll get us to 18. We'll win this thing 18-17 on 6 field goals, 4 of them from beyond 55, 3 of them beyond 60, 1 of them from 70. So that'll be fun. What?
70?
He got it in there.
All right.
He got it in
the
there.
dog
He's got
in?
70 in there.
You got that dog in.
And when you
Can
have
I pet that
you have
dog?
the X-ray, he's got a pit bull right here.
Can I
Right
pet
in the
that
quad.
dog?
Yeah. So Brandon Aubrey kicks a bunch of real deep field goals. Rico Dowdle goes for 150 yards
Ooh.
and 2 touchdowns.
Rico has not had a game this year more than 90 yards. So that'll be a first for Rico.
Right.
And it would break the streak that the Cowboys had. I think they're up to like 24 games now that they had a 100-yard rusher.
Since 2023, 2020,
Didn't he break the
it was
100
Tony Pollard against Green Bay. He did 114. I think it'll go back to 2022.
Wait, is that just like on the ground or all purpose? Because I think.
On the
Rushing,
ground, just
rushing.
rushing
On the
yard.
ground.
Rushing
Okay.
yard.
rushing.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
The Texans' defense is really good, but they're better against the pass and pass rushing than they are against the run.
Can I add one thing before you go to the defense? Is that a part of your Cowboys?
I'm sorry. I really thought that
It was your turn.
it was my turn.
Yeah, it was your
my
turn.
Gosh.
You've done that.
I
People
thought,
done that to you. You've done that. It's his turn.
You're the most habitual.
but you are
We're
an
talking about
ex-NFL
you.
player who I have a lot of respect for, and we're friends.
Y'all
So I
just
think
fight.
whatever you want to add
Oh,
will
add
add
after.
value and be important. So
Wow.
I can add after you. Go
no,
ahead.
what did you have?
I was just gonna say before we go to the defensive side, I think one of the things talked about Bobby Slowick, right, and how he was a hot name, and it was like Bobby Slowick and Ben Johnson in
Yeah.
that conversation. I think a little bit of his kind of golden boy offensive coordinator calling took a little bit of a hit this year. The way that the offense has been playing, I look for him to kind of get back in his bag a little bit. The Cowboys are that CVS, that Rite Aid. They give you that opportunity to right your wrongs, and what he does offensively gives the Cowboys defensively a tough time
And
So-
you think that somehow helps my Cowboys win because?
No, I was before you were saying something about defense. Before you left the office.
Oh, because I have a list of how they win.
Now you have 45
now you got
seconds.
45 seconds to tell us.
I have a
It took
list.
all your time.
Micah Parsons has 3 sacks because they don't pass protect well, and he has the opportunity to get those 3 sacks because you're able to slow down their running game. Because while Joe Mixon might have a bunch of catches and the totals add up, they're not an efficient running team. So you can stop the run or at least make it competitive without loading the box. The Texans have to play balanced offense. They can't block Micah Parsons. He gets 3 sacks. Aubrey kicks it from 117 yards. I don't know how that math works out. You score a bunch of field goals, and Cooper Rush completes a pass that goes more than 10 yards in the air. He's 4 of 20 on those so far this season. The worst that's possible in life.
Good job of getting all that in 45 seconds.
Thank you.
Because Jesse took all your time.
Thank you. Coming up next, we're going to force our friend Michelle Montaine from WFAA to come up with the Cowboys win because Cowboys lose because. And we're going to have ourselves a party and get ready for the Cowboys to smoke the Texans. It's next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
Thanks, Michelle.
And if you want to look smoking hot while you're out and about, the summertime is gone. It's okay. The sun still shines. Ask the Cowboys players at AT&T Stadium on those 12 o'clock games. The sun is still there. Jerry, you should probably get a pair of Shady Rays the size of AT&T Stadium to kind of just, you don't have to cover the window. Just put a little tint on it. Just put a little shade. Polarize the window. And I don't know if these are actually going to work, but if you go right now, Jerry Jones, and you put our promo code DLLS, you can get 35% off a pair of polarized sunglasses. Now, don't know how many pair you would need to keep that sun out of AT&T Stadium, but there are 300,000 people that have had a pair of Shady Rays glasses that can tell you, hey, Jerry, they work.
Yeah,
they keep the sun out of my eyes.
Oh, they're good.
And they make me look cool.
They're hot.
So head on over to ShadyRays.com. Use our promo code DLLS. Get 35% off a pair of Polaroid glasses. And you, too, can have the sun out of your eyes and maybe catch a touchdown.
Let's talk about our friends at HelloFresh as well, which I love me some HelloFresh. Farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients, seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. You can skip your trips to the grocery store, which I love because I'm not a cart guy. I'm a basket guy. And if you're a basket guy, your groceries last you about 2 days. So HelloFresh gets me all hooked up. I don't have to mess with all that stuff. Makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. What you need is the promo code FREECowboys to get 10 free meals from our friends at HelloFresh.com/FreeCowboys. And make this fall and winter the tastiest season yet with farm fresh produce. Easy, autumn-inspired.
It's good.
Recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. Tasty restaurant-style meals in your own kitchen without the high price tag of takeout and in less time than it takes with delivery. It's our friends at HelloFresh. You can get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/FreeCowboys applied across 7 boxes. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's 10 HelloFresh meals by going to HelloFresh.com/FreeCowboys. All right, let's bring in our guest. We got friends and we've got partners here at DLLS, and one of them is our friends at WFAA, which means poor Michelle has to hang out with us every once in a while. And so we'd like to introduce you, our listening audience, to Michelle Montaine of WFAA. Hello, Michelle. You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, you're going full
Y'all
Clarence
blame
Hill.
me. Y'all talking about me.
You are going
Y'all
full
talking about
Clarence
me.
Hill.
Full
Can't Katya. what
No,
have you
because
done?
it's be the same way.
Katya, Michelle, it's broken.
Hello?
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna chill out.
It's not
until-
just me.
I'm
It's
chill
not
out
just
until we figure it out.
me.
I'm not gonna
She's
lie.
young.
I was like praying silently in my head. I was like, man, I sure hope
They don't mess up.
no, that it doesn't mess up. That Michelle's not wearing a hoodie. Because I didn't.
You
wanna,
can't ask that
I was
question.
just praying. I was praying that she
You think
didn't
we
wear a
got
hoodie.
it, Michelle?
Can you hear me?
We
Yay!
can.
Wait, I am in fact wearing a hoodie.
She is younger,
No,
but
but
she
it's-
still has the wire-in headphones. But I know that you have a hoodie, but you got the. We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
We're,
it's
trust me.
unzipped
It's unzipped. We're good.
because
we don't have to ask. We're good.
we have hoodie questions that we
you don't want
ask.
to know why
And
they have to ask.
You're okay. You're doing great.
I will say I heard the hate on the stringed headphones. Jake Ferguson goes through arrivals using these bad boys. So I can't take too much heat for this because he's younger than I am.
Just because Jake does it doesn't make it right.
I prefer them to.
Like it doesn't
I
make it
prefer
right.
them to. So
I was hoping that they would help me with my microphone situation, and that clearly didn't work. So,
No.
anyways,
Let's welcome Michelle to Dallas. This is her first year. She's been here. You joined in August?
June.
June.
The week of the Dallas beginning the NBA Finals series.
Oh, that's pretty convenient. So you got to do an NBA Finals run, and your first year covering the Cowboys got to be the year that Jerry Jones totally lost his S. So that's had to be interesting.
Precisely, yes. The Mavs set the bar high, and then, with the last 12-5 regular season records for the Cowboys, I'm thinking, okay, this could be fun. They haven't quite delivered on that, but it's been fun still.
So one of the challenges of our show is we have a segment that's called Cowboys Win Because, Cowboys Lose Because, but normally you're able to do a segment like that because football games are supposed to be reasonably competitive. There's parity in the NFL. Now that the Cowboys are terrible, are you up to the challenge of giving us a way that the Cowboys win the game? We know how they lose the game. It's by playing against Houston.
Yeah, I think we could try to come up with something.
But we're waiting.
We're waiting.
Cowboys win because Brandon Aubrey sets a new record for longest field goal in NFL history.
There you go.
Yeah. How many yards? Let's see what she says. How many
80 yards.
80. Come on. What is going on?
Dang.
All he has to do is kick off and then kick from the time that the Cowboys then receive the ball in their receiving kickoff.
I do like the idea that what if right before the game starts, they change the NFL rules that if on the kickoff you get it through the uprights, you get points.
Yeah, right.
It counts for 6 points because that's the only way the Cowboys will score 6 points.
At home. Because when last time you scored a touchdown at home?
Man, shots fired at Cooper Rush.
That's what I'm saying.
Michelle Montaine of WFAA. So I did some research before we had you on here, and I have 2 questions for you.
I can only imagine what they are.
You love all of the sports. It says it right here in the thing that I read. And what it said, I've even covered pro watercross. And so my first question is, what in the flying F is pro watercross? And then you love cookies. What's your favorite cookie?
If you had to guess what pro watercross is, Jeff, would you want to venture a guess?
Okay, so motocross is dirt bikes going wee, wee. And so this is going to be like jet skis jumping over stuff and turning?
If only the rest of the world could use that level of logic and common sense, we would be so much better off. That is exactly right.
They're going up ramps and stuff?
There are ramps, there are like courses, there are buoys and obstacles. But yeah, it's basically just professional jet skiing. My favorite cookie is the plain sugar, pink sugar frosted cookie from Crumble.
Me too.
It's the best cookie on the planet. And I will die on that hill.
I don't think I believe Clarence.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Who's your favorite Cowboys reporter?
Come on, Terrence.
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 It's Terrence.
See?
She's making fun of the Jerry Jones accidentally calling me Terrence. She knows what she's doing.
Y'all guys have inside jokes.
You know what she's
Yeah,
doing.
y'all go back.
She's
Okay.
doing an inside joke.
We go back to training camp where I
Okay.
legitimately walked up and from that point on have just been on a continual roast by everyone on the beat. It hasn't stopped.
Who is the worst? It's Clarence, right?
Terrence, precisely,
Okay.
yeah.
And Clarence, worst meaning the best though, like it's fun.
Yeah. Worst, best, worst.
Wow. Are we doing this in public in front of people?
And we have the same parent company. Do you feel like you could go to HR if he made you uncomfortable?
Oh, I would never.
Oh, that keeps you safe. That's good for your employment. Never go to HR. What happened?
Serious?
We did so many dinners. All this stuff is out the window. Don't come by my desk anymore.
I said I would never go to HR on you.
I know.
Yeah, you're safe.
I know.
Congratulations.
It's my peoples. That's my peoples.
You don't even have to wear an undershirt. You don't even have to wear a shirt with your hoodie, and she'll let you make it and pretend that's normal.
Don't worry about it.
Do you think that's normal?
You're wearing no shirt under the hoodie?
No, he's raw dogging.
He's raw dogging it.
Yes, no shirt on the hoodie.
Okay.
And that goes to the HR question because that's why we were hoping, because it's become a thing. If anybody's wearing a hoodie, we're like, are you raw dogging under the hoodie? And so we were like, I hope she's not wearing a hoodie during the broadcast because asking a lady that seems very inappropriate. And so we're glad that we can see your shirt. That's very encouraging, and nobody gets in trouble.
I also think that that's more than just an HR issue. Like, we've got to sort through some personal priorities, but we can do that, you know, in a non-HR setting.
She's flaming you, Clarence. Like, it's so.
She does that every day.
I know. That's what I have to say.
She eats my food. She comes eats my food at my desk.
Oh, you eat his snacks too?
She tries to eat all my food.
I always ask first.
I do too.
That's unfortunate. Well, enjoy the Cowboys beating the Texans. We've got them. We all picked the Cowboys to win by between 6 and 13 points. Does your prediction right in line with that, or what?
With the Cowboys winning by that much?
Yeah.
He doesn't speak
Do you know
for
where
all of
they're
us.
playing?
No,
They're playing the Texans.
Do you know what the spread is?
He sits on a throne of lies.
I wanted to lie and see if I could trick you into picking the Cowboys, like feeling peer pressured.
No, you can't. Not in the current state in which we're living. No, I can't.
We live in Texas.
Well, here's the good news about the Cowboys is that people love it when they're good. They also kind of love it when they suck. And so like, you can talk about the off season of the Cowboys with 8 weeks to go in the season and people are in. So congratulations. This is a great city.
I actually saw today that Mike McCarthy is rumored to have a new job up north. And little do we know, he still has 8 weeks left to go here. Wow. So
you breaking news.
What, you have a scoop?
We didn't see that rumor. We're up north.
You got a scoop?
No, it's just some rumor about him having a new head coaching job, even though he still currently has one. So
do you feel like any of this is your fault?
Oh, fair.
Wow, you showed up.
Because you might be rowdy. You might be rowdy 2.0, right? Because 12-5, boom, you show up and
have you seen the size of Rowdy's head?
No, I'm not saying that you have a big head. I'm saying you may have the same, because since Rowdy's become a mascot for the Cowboys.
Bad luck.
Bad luck. Since you shown up, they were 12-5, and then boom, you get here in June, and all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, we're not good
Do
anymore.
you
The Rangers suck.
now you know what they say on the internet? Women sometimes have a problem taking accountability.
Wow.
That's what they say on the internet. That's what they say on the internet.
That's what they say.
On the internet. Do you take accountability for what's going on right now? And will you not go to HR about me either?
Remember how I opened this with, I started here and then I've just been on a continual roast. I think, it just leads into that. You know what, Jesse? I've thought about that. I've thought about the fact that, certain people came in to the organization or around it and, things have started to, but I don't think that I have anywhere near enough influence to have that type of impact. I don't. I think my presence only brings love and light to Frisco, Texas.
So no accountability. Got it.
Clarence can confirm.
You're fine.
I would like to ask you a question about one of your coworkers, and I want everybody to remember that I'm asking this with all due respect.
Wow.
Knowing that I won't go to HR. Yes.
Disrespect coming.
I'm saying this with all due respect.
Disrespect coming.
Because he's a friend of mine, and I love him very much.
We both
Do you find it interesting that Mike Leslie's broadcast voice is also his regular voice?
You know what it's like to sit in a room where Mike Leslie's just having a conversation with you, and it's, I don't know if octave is the right word, but it's like 8 decibels above where like the normal hearing level is, because that's my life on a weekly basis. But the thing is that's so great about Mike Leslie is that he's very self-aware of how loud he is. So
Mike Leslie's self-aware?
Oh.
Of his volume.
Shots.
Of his volume.
I'm about to say, that is the pot calling kettle black, my boy. That is the pot calling kettle black, my boy.
I know I'm loud. I talk loud. My voice carries. My teachers used to say my voice carries.
Clarence is the type of person to be in a room where you could hear a pin drop and he's just yelling.
Clarence.
Yeah.
Yelling.
I'm not yelling.
We call that going full Clarence.
Okay, yeah.
My
I like
voice
that.
carries.
Yeah, sure. Michelle Montaine, WFAA, thank you. Have a great weekend and enjoy the Cowboys beating the Texans by 20 on Monday.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Peace.
girl.
Okay, so we got one more thing we got to get through here. We got to do our picks and
Michelle
predictions.
and I worked together before.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that now. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Where?
Tell us more.
It doesn't really make a difference.
Do you think it's something that will be good for the show?
Not even a little bit.
No, but
Not even a little bit.
I
Don't know why I
think
said
we
that.
should
just want to have a time.
I don't know
disregard.
why. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know why
I would
I
like to
said
tell
that.
everybody I talked to Michelle like 2 or 3 times. at
Yeah,
camp.
I don't know why I said that.
We
But
talked
did.
about going to the rudder room. She never went, I don't
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Disregard.
never even went.
Disregard.
Yeah.
Kind of a hater.
My bad.
Yeah, so coming up next, we've got picks and predictions plus everything we haven't gotten to in the show yet on the Cowboys DLLS podcast. Let me go check my website here. We do want you to go to alldlls.com. Hit the little subscribe button, or there's a little banner on the top there that says upgrade your fandom, join the ultimate DLLS sports community. And we want you to sign up to be a diehard. Why? Because it's fun. Like, how cool is it that you have a one-stop shop now in DFW where you don't need anything else? If you want everything you need to know about the Rangers, the Cowboys, the Stars, the Mavs, it's all in one place. You have shows for it every day. You have pre and post games for every game. You have all of these different things, plus the written content. We want you to have access to the premium written content. And that's what you sign up to be a diehard. And that's what you get hooked up with. And you also get a T-shirt. We got really sweet T-shirts.
Oh, Candy, come here. Come show him your hoodie. Come.
Candy has a hoodie?
Come on.
Okay.
She has a great hoodie.
Candy has a hoodie, and it's on the way.
Hurry.
Oh, that is a good hoodie.
It's a good hoodie.
That is a good hoodie.
It's a good hoodie. Come on.
Yeah. We want to have so we want
Candy
you to
muffin.
we want
Come
you we want you to get 20% off your merch when you sign up to be a diehard too. Check out that hoodie.
Look at that hoodie.
Hey.
And it's very company. We won't ask you if you're raw dogging underneath the hoodie.
We won't.
Go ahead and get off the show.
Thanks,
We won't
Candace.
We won't ask you if you're raw dogging under the hoodie.
I'll let
Okay.
you know how many thirsty comments we get from your 8 seconds of being on screen. The over under is 2.5. So yeah, we want you to sign up to be a
10.
diehard. Get 20% off of the awesome merch. You get discounts on the events that we do, access to our Discord lounge where we're hanging out, all the guys from all the different shows. We're having a time, and we want you to be a part of it by joining as a diehard at alldlls.com. Oh, you get your carrying card. Get your little carrying card.
Gotta have it.
I got to find a carrying card.
Ben, get us carrying cars, bro.
Ben, we need some carrying cards. Mr. GM Ben. Did I miss any super chats throughout the show, by the way? Did I miss something? Let me
Couple
get
super
them.
chats.
Let me knock them out. The lunatic is he's a good loyal listener. Pop Unk, the raw dog OG.
Yeah, he's.
Oh my God.
Dallas 13, Houston 27. Dallas Cowboys for life. And Brandon, thank you. One important thing that's being overlooked this season, in my opinion, is have any position groups improved since Dak got here?
Oh,
They've neglected the offense. Oh, like building
my-
around him?
come on, Brandon.
I mean, they traded for Coop one time when it was ugly.
So they did. So that improved since Dak got here.
To them.
Yeah. Like they actually tend to be pretty balanced over the last however many years you want to go in terms of like, oh, they're putting everything into the offense or everything into the defense. Recently, it's been pretty defensive heavy, but you just used a 1 on an offensive tackle. And they've been pretty balanced in terms of their resources. They just don't spend money and they don't fix their issues.
Well, he is right though. The offensive line has gone down since 2016.
For sure.
Yeah.
From injury, age,
For sure.
whatever. It's gone down since 2016. They did the improved receiver group when they got CD and Amari Cooper. Outside of that, it's gone down.
And they tried with Cooks. It might have helped a little bit when
the
he
running
was,
game has dipped since Dak got here. I mean, he actually got a kind of point.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't like to help. They don't like to help our guy. It's kind of messed up. KG said, y'all are wilding today, or is it just Friday? No, I think this is a pretty standard show.
Did we get paid today?
No, we get paid on the 5th and the 20th.
Come on, man.
Oh, my bad.
But you might get a check from somebody else. 'Cause I know you
You
do
know
other
what?
stuff.
That's probably.
Yeah.
Direct deposit.
I got my last severance. Well, I tell you, that's a whew. Well,
check.
there ain't nothing like getting fired and getting paid. I tell you
Yeah,
what.
you're absolutely right.
I tell you what. yeah, that's why you don't want to do it, because you can see how happy I was. Let's do some picks and predictions. I pulled some numbers from our friends at Sleeper, and I think I texted them to Katya. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So we've got. It's always weird and takes my scramble brain a second
Is that 187 yards?
when you put rush pass.
wow.
Rush pass yards.
And I was kind of confused. If, like, rush
Cooper
pass,
rush
Yeah.
pass yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is what we got. You can always use the sleeper app and say if you think that guys are going to have more or less than their projected stat line, and you can combine a bunch of picks to win up to 100 times your money. And it's not even time for a spot for them. I just wanted you to know. It's just tying it in. You're welcome, sleeper. Cooper rush pass yards, 187.5. Man, last week is going to skew this hard because that's the worst quarterback play I've ever seen in my life, I think. I told you earlier, he is 4 of 20 so far. If the air yards is 10 or more, if he throws a ball further than 10 yards, the odds of it being completed are 20%. 10 yards. And
Got Mingo this week, baby.
God, they're a really good pass defense too.
They're a really good pass defense.
And they rush the hell out of the passer. But I also think they might kick your ass. So you might get like 80 free yards in the fourth quarter where they're like, go ahead, come score. Just take a few minutes.
Didn't see that last week.
That'll put you at
You know what?
92 yards.
You know what?
Total.
He's going to get benched for Lance. Less than. They're going to pull his ass out of the game.
That's why I'd asked you. I thought it was 87 yards.
No,
it's
it's a-
187
You
yards.
need to download Sleeper, buddy.
No, I'm good now.
It's free this week.
When I looked over, I said, is that 87 yards? Because I might have said more.
I need to grab
might have
this.
said more. You might have been able to convince me to
Might
say
have.
more if it was just 87 and a half yards.
It
But
didn't even-
187 and a half yards?
Yeah, let me get that pick in real quick.
Yeah, that's going to be that's going to be less for your boy, Jay Holly.
Okay, let me hit my list real quick.
All I know is I'm getting ready to download Sleeper and bet heavy on under.
It's not betting.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Not betting.
It's
I'm
daily
sorry.
fantasy. It's making
Picking,
picks.
I'm going to pick heavy to go under.
Do you think CJ?
So less.
Yeah,
less.
It's less or more.
Less.
And
Under.
it's picks.
Less picks.
For F's sake.
12
It'll be
There's
less.
legalities involved, Clarence.
Don't be a 12-letter cuss word.
It'll be less for me.
Thank you, Aisha. That was a responsible pick. You didn't F up any of the language.
Sorry.
You're a hero right now. You're my hero.
I
right
just
now.
apologize.
Less.
You say apologize?
Yeah, like the Fonz. Not beating those old man charges, right?
You're not.
You say like the Fonz?
Like the Fonz. You're never.
You don't remember the
beating
Fonz?
brother?
I'm a black man. I don't watch Happy Days.
You know the Fonz.
But obviously I did. I did know the reference.
You're not beating those pop allegations,
I'm
my
about to
brother.
push.
I know she don't know the Fonz.
I'm about to push him down. I do not.
This one's not on the list, but Brandon Aubrey's going to kick more than one field goal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going more there. This is how the sleeper app works. Rico Dowdle, 50.5 rush yards. I'm going to say more because
More.
I believe if you can keep it anywhere too close, it'll be the first week. He hadn't had a 20 carry game, has he?
Nope.
Yeah,
I think he's about to.
Did he have 20 against Pittsburgh?
Did he have
20 for
20?
87?
He might have.
Yeah,
18?
he didn't have 20.
It was-
I think he's going to have a 20 carry
close.
game, and I think that he will average. I mean, all I need is less than
Oh, you're
3
right.
a
20 on
carry.
the dot.
Okay.
20 on the dot.
I think you got a 20 carry game incoming because they know better than to let Cooper Rush have the ball a bunch. So Rico, I might retire after this game.
This is actually tricky because Rico had 10. No, listen to me. Rico had 10 carries
For 50.
for 50 yards at half last week. He finished the game
Did he get 51?
with 12 carries for 53 yards.
So more.
I'm not, but what I'm saying is why it's tricky is
If they get blown out, too bad.
it might go down.
Nah,
And even though, because every time Mike goes, it took us to week 11 of the football season for him to finally go, this is our full time back. There's no committee thing anymore. More.
I agree.
I'm going more. I'm pushing the Rico narrative now. He's the guy. He's going
Not a narrative. They should sign him to an extension.
It's not just, yeah.
You can go if you want to. I mean,
I'm going more, but wouldn't it be interesting?
I'm
Wouldn't
glad
it
you
be?
said interesting because if you'd have said
It better be
funny-
Wouldn't it be funny?
It better be
though?
interesting.
You see,
It better be
Wouldn't it
interesting.
be? Wouldn't it be typical?
It better be interesting.
Wouldn't it be
better be
typical of
Y'all
the
are funny.
Cowboys?
Better be
If
interesting.
they announce Rico's our lead back
That would
and
be interesting.
Zeke gets 15
That would
carries.
be- that would be very interesting. So you should have said
sad.
that would be funny.
Let me
That's
ask you that.
actually
Would that
funny.
be funny?
That was funny.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
It's interesting. It's funny to me.
It's
damn
funny
it.
and interesting. You should have used funny right there because that actually was
Listen.
funny.
More?
Your
You
turn.
said more, right? And I
More.
More, yes.
Okay, we're going more. Lean on Rico.
Aisha, you packed up already. We still got a little bit of time left in this show, girl.
She ready
We
to go.
talking.
All right, so you packed your bag up already to go. Put your iPad away. Put your pen in the thing. Hold the thing in the gym. You ain't writing nothing down no more.
I'm just engaging.
All right.
All right,
Aisha,
good.
what's your biggest matchup to watch? I just want to see if you reopen the notebook. Like, hold on.
I thought about it. I thought
CeeDee
about
Lamb,
it.
60.5 receiving yards. I lost the graphic. Is it still on for them? Okay. 60.5 receiving yards for CeeDee Lamb, which again is so affected by what we watched last week.
Nope.
Cooper Rush didn't get to 60. And this is a better pass defense.
Nope.
But it can't be that bad. You know what?
Let's say yeah.
More.
Nope.
More.
Nope.
Why are you shaking?
Nope.
Wait, more.
Nope.
Less.
More.
Less. Not even gonna make this difficult. Less.
I'm gonna go more.
Yeah. What's up now? 2-on-2. Y'all want a piece?
Yep.
Let's go.
Dunk on your head.
No, I
Let's
just
go.
think
We got you. Both.
when we talked about it, like Cooper ain't that bad.
Yes, yeah.
No, he's got to throw for over 100 yards.
Yeah.
And you get, 30,
Yeah, but
30
half
to
of
Jake,
they're gonna be
70
all
to
at the
CeeDee.
line of scrimmage.
That's my point.
They're gonna be all
I
at the line of scrimmage.
He's
They're
gonna
gonna
have
be
to break a lot
downfield.
of tackles. Have to break a lot of tackles.
They
Swing
play
passes to running back, check downs.
they play heavy nickel. You think that's gonna affect anything?
Well, the whole league plays nickel.
I mean, yeah, but they play it heavier than most. Because I was looking for a Jake Ferguson.
Oh, yeah, Ferguson's going to get every chance. Look, if Ferg ever is open, he's getting the ball.
Can y'all believe Ferguson does not have a touchdown this year?
Yes,
can.
they're terrible in the red zone.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, but coming
Bad
into the
football.
season, this is supposed to be Ferguson breakout year. He's going to join Kelsey and Kittle.
He let a touchdown.
No
go by-
touchdown.
he
You
let a
can't
touchdown
run the
go by his
ball.
face last week.
Was it the son?
Should have got Shady
The
Rays.
sun is tough. I like Brandon just throwing some more money to clarify his question. For the record, I asked if any of the position groups got better, not did they spend resources on those groups.
None. We co-signed what you said. They really haven't gotten better.
Yeah, I'm
The
on
offensive
your
line
team.
got worse. The running backs got worse. You're right.
We agree with you, King.
Score prediction. Let me see. You got to do some math here. It's in Houston.
You said four. You said four.
Aubrey field goals.
Right.
No,
You
but that was
said
also
6.
But
You said 6.
But let's be clear. That was also my Cowboys win because, like, that's hypothetical.
okay.
They're
just wanna
not
keep-
going to win,
I just
so I
wanted to
don't have
keep-
to hold
oh,
to
okay.
that.
I got
They're
you.
going to lose.
I just wanted to keep you. I didn't want you to lose your way.
No, the Cowboys stay focused. They stay locked in. They know where they got to get to. Boy, I watched Travis Hunter tape last night.
Oh, jeez.
He's just a five-play guy. I mean, come on.
However good you think Travis Hunter is,
Yeah.
He's better.
than that.
Yeah, you don't.
he's better.
You ain't need to spend much time watching Trevor Hunter.
No, but I'll tell you what, I'd play him at receiver.
Agreed.
Okay, so Houston's going to score 1, 2, that's 3 touchdowns.
It's tough to be a receiver and then moonlight as a corner.
Yeah, and
It's
so he might
tough.
just not play corner.
Okay.
Or I could be like, look, yeah, when we go into dime, you can go cover one of them dudes.
That's tough. That's tough in the league.
We'll have to
He's
do
a
what
bad
Campo
dude.
told me he did for Dion. I was talking to Campo one time. He's like, Dion made me a better coach. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, he showed up and he was like, I'll cover the best dude. And I was like, no, that's not how we run the defense. And Dion was like, but wouldn't it be easier if we could? And he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
good idea. So, yeah, take Travis Hunter and say, yeah, when we go dime, run in, pick a guy, and we'll figure out the rest. I don't know. It
figure the
does
rest
seem weird. 30-13.
30
Okay, that's about right.
No, that's a touchdown. No, screw it. They'll get lucky and score a late touchdown. Yeah, 30-13 or 16. 30-13. 30-13.
They
Okay.
win or lose.
Oh, they're losing.
Oh, I
I'm
just
sorry.
wanna make sure
Didn't
that-
you hear when I said they're locked in and they know the
Yeah, I just
goal
want
and
to
they're
make
ready?
sure that they knew what you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. You're right. Thank you.
35 Houston, 9 Cowboys.
Hold on, you're going all tutties and all field goals.
Yeah.
I like
Wow.
what you're doing there.
Yeah, well,
That's nice.
Right.
That's nice.
30-10.
Damn.
They will get a defensive touchdown or a special teams touchdowns. Will not be an offensive touchdown.
one
30-10 Texans.
We're all
Wrong.
making the case that Vegas is so off on this. I think it's like, I'll double check, but I think it's like 7.5, and we all think it should be like 17.5.
Yeah, but Vegas, like 7.5 in NFL is like 17.
Yeah,
like,
it
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah.
In real
No,
life.
it's not. It's like 7.5.
All
You know,
right, okay.
that's a big. That's
Technically
a big number. That's a big
Technically
number.
speaking.
That's a big number for pro football.
In pro
Especially on the
football,
road.
to
Especially
be
on
on
the
the
road.
road and be up 7.5.
Yeah, that's a big number.
That's a lot.
I'm going 25-13 Texans.
That's We're all getting
Are
whooped.
they getting 25?
Yeah, let's do the math.
Yeah.
Let's see, 25.
Oh,
Well,
that's an interesting number. 25.
You can have
14,
6 field
11,
goals, get you 18, and then a touchdown.
yeah, 6 field goals and a tutty. Missed
18
extra
plus
point
7 is
somewhere. Can throw
25.
off some math. Maybe you find a safety somewhere, trickle around.
No, six field goals and a touchdown.
I see a safety.
If you think the Texans are only scoring 1 touchdown, well, their offense haven't been
No,
great.
they could
could
have
happen.
more than
I say
one.
23 and a safety.
A safety?
They gonna
Don't give him a
Cooper
damn
Rush in the
safety. 7.5. Yeah, the spread is 7.5. The over under is 42, which means they are saying that game is like, what would that be? 28, 38. That'd be 28-14. Bring that down to 24.
We
Bring
don't
that up
have
to
much time.
18.
We don't have much time
24
to do all that.
Are they
18,
starting?
25.
Yeah, it's about
They're
to
saying
be-
it's a 25-17 game.
But man,
Everybody have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on Monday for a pre and a post game show. And the Cowboys are going to win by 50. Book it. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. So be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else. That's not a threat.
We all silly like the mayor.